So that was Bryson Tiller with Let Me Explain. It is now time for our section on theories.
So, Theo, tell me where you got this idea to do theories.
Well, I got that idea from the latest series of ITV's I'm a Celeb. The one and only Scarlett Moffat.
Oh, okay.
The theory of time travel. I think we've got it. We got it. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
In order to travel back in time, we need to go faster than the speed of light, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now the speed of light is like 319 point and then like loads of numbers or whatever, and it's exactly the same latitude point of the top of the Great Pyramid. So I think someone from the future realised that we would need them in the future. And that's why no one knows now how the technology used was that.
Wow.
I'm with that.
And you contacted Stephen Hawking with that theory?
Well, I was trying to look for his email address, but it was a Hotmail account, so I'm not too sure if it was real.
Stephen Hawking with a Hotmail account. Stephen Hawking 121.
I was about to say, what do you reckon Stephen Hawking's Hotmail email address would be?
Hotmail email address, swaggypants53.
S Hawking XOX.
Hawking XOX. It's an interesting theory, but she's just taken the latitude.
I think I stayed with it for about the first 10 seconds.
I got lost at the number,
and then it was when she mentioned the pyramids. That was just when my mind blew.
Did Scarlett from Gogglebox?
She blew
in Newcastle. Blew your mind.
She blew. Let's
have
mind.
That's been said for the record here. Okay, so I have some theories for you.
I can't wait. Are they on a par with Scarlett's?
Well, I mean, the subject matter is a lot less serious than what Charlotte's talking about.
Okay, hit me with that.
Scarlett, not Charlotte. Oh my god. Yeah, so I have a theory, two theories actually, on on tap water, right?
Tap water
in your own house. So have you noticed, Theo, that tap water from the bathroom is a lot nicer than tap water from the kitchen? It has to be said.
I'm already worrying that this is going to be a bit lost on me, because all I've heard since coming to uni is about people mentioning the taste of the water being different in Birmingham compared to at home. I don't notice it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too much of a thing, but when I'm at home, I do notice that the tap water from upstairs is substantially better from the tap water downstairs.
Okay, so what's your tap water
theory?
So
my tap water theory was one that I came up with when I was having this discussion. Because it's a discussion that means a lot to me, was the water closeness to the boiler. And I pitched this to a plumber, and he said, "You've got a point, but I don't think that's the real reason."
I thought he was just going to go, absolutely not.
So I said it was to do with the closeness to the boiler, saying that downstairs is where the boiler usually is, and the water runs through the boiler and then goes straight to the tap. So it's not gone that far from the boiler. Essentially, it's still boiler water, if you know what I mean.
You know what? When someone talks to me about drinking really nice water, like if just ditch tap water, boiler water, that's something I want to drink.
Boiler water.
Exactly. You pitched it really well.
So it's come through the boiler, right?
Yeah.
And it's gone there really quickly. So I think that's the reason why it tastes so bad, because technically it's just boiler water. And then upstairs, it's gone through the pipes. The copper, this is very scientific. The copper has cleansed it a bit, so when you take it out of the tap from upstairs, it's a lot nicer.
Boiler water sounds like something you drink at a festival if you were really desperate.
Well, I said that I pitched this to the plumber, and he said, "You've got a point, but also you're completely wrong, because all water in the house should taste exactly the same."
Adam Boo's theory of the day, everyone.
Another one coming up after this next song.
Oh, okay.
On the same topic.
Of water. I can't wait.
Here we go!
Yeah. Time to refresh. Then get online from the 9th to the 22nd of January for Scratch Radio Refresh.
So you just listened to Heathens by 21 Pilots, and before that it was Zara Larsson with I Would Like. I don't know if I'm ready for this next theory.
Right, the second theory on the subject of tap water.
Yes.
And why the upstairs tap water tastes
it's still on
so much better.
Still on upstairs and downstairs
than
tap
the downstairs
water.
tap water. So I put it to, when you're upstairs, you're usually going to sleep. So when you're So when you're in bed asleep and you wake up, you got a bit of a dry mouth.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll go get some water. You don't go all the way downstairs to get the water. You get it from the bathroom. So I think it's like conditioning. So you're conditioned to like that water more because it does more for you.
I thought you meant you conditioned the upstairs bathroom to have better water. Yeah. You're like, I will give you lots of practice and you'll become good at this.
Positively reinforcing the sink. No, but it's the association of, it's curing your dry mouth. It's you're more
So,
dehydrated when you.
Are we going on the same kind of lines of
It's comfort.
if you don't like something and you eat it, 40 days in a row, you're supposed to then like it after that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't use tap water from downstairs anymore. Ever. No, I'm just totally against it.
Well, thank you for your theories, Adam.
It's okay.
I'm sure we'll have some more next Sunday.
Feel free to tweet in your own theories if you want,
Oh,
or
yeah.
topics that me and Theo can discuss next Sunday on our
At Scratch Radio.
Scratch Radio. That's the one. Thank you for the plug there, Theo. So next up, Theo, we have Split Milk Society with Mike.
So that was John Legend with All of Me. Quite an emotional song, that one.
Very
I
emotional.
know, if you
song.
listen to the lyrics, it's actually not like a sad song, but just the way it's sung is quite like, oh, gets you in the chest.
John Legend generally does get me in the chest.
Talking about things that get you in the chest.
Oh, that segue.
Is times for things that irritate us.
Okay, good.
When you don't shake up a deodorant can enough and you spray it and it just comes out with that white powder stuff, and then you stick your arm to your body and you mat your armpit hairs. They turn into like dreadlocks. It's disgusting.
Are you sure you weren't just using silly string or spray on glue?
Funny interlude.
Okay.
My parents were sat on the sofa the other day,
Yeah.
and Mum noticed a weird smell, and she was like, "David, what are you putting on your legs?" And my dad was like, "Oh, just some moisturizer. Just put some moisturizer on his legs." Turned out he'd put tanning cream on his legs.
He just had the most orange legs.
Well, he probably wasn't wearing his
all of
glasses. He
Somerset.
wasn't wearing his glasses, and he'd put tanning cream on his legs. Do you want to know another thing that irritates me?
Go on, Theo, hit me with it.
I was sat on the sofa having a nice.
All these stories start with someone sat on a sofa.
Having a lovely brew. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It just in my favourite mug. Sat there holding my mug like an old person does. The mug leaves the handle. Tea all in the lap. I'm just sat there holding the handle, looking like a mug.
Hey. Oi,
Unintentional.
I have a question for you.
Yep.
Was it one of those Sports Direct mugs? So like when it spilled because of the weight of like the 2 liters of tea that it holds, which no one can actually drink, but people do it anyway.
Yeah.
And so was it just one of those?
No,
and,
no.
And the weight caused like the flood of the dun over your.
Weirdly, I've not thought this is weird until now, but it was a happy birthday mug that I used to use all year round.
Just so you thought you were a special child and your birthday was every day.
Yeah. So we're going on with things that irritate us for longer than I expected. So we're going to have a song, and then we're going to come back to more things that irritate us. KDA with Turn the Music Louder. We will oblige, KDA. We will. Okay. Now, for anyone getting too excited by that upbeat start, we're going downbeat again.
Downbeat.
Things that annoy us.
Okay.
What
Again.
what annoys you?
You.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of my intention. That's why I'm here, Adam.
That's why we chose
It's
to
good.
present
It's
together.
good radio.
Is it?
I'm like that.
Is it good radio?
I'm like that chirpy little southerner on your shoulder that just winds you up.
That just won't go away.
That just won't go away.
That was Closer by Chainsmokers. Now on the show, Theo, we have a little game which I'm going to call Owen or Pratt.
I'm
Actually, no.
excited.
I'm not going to call it Owen or Pratt. I'll call it Wilson or Pratt because I can't really take the first name of one and the second name
That
of the
made
other.
no sense. Yeah.
That would make no sense. But this
Yeah.
game makes a lot
I've
of sense.
been looking forward to this game since you told me about it about 20 minutes ago.
Well, there's the thing, see, Theo. I knew actually that your favourite actor in the whole world is Owen Wilson, and you've seen every single one of his movies. So I
It's his
thought,
blonde locks.
well, it's his nose as well,
Yeah.
if anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a selection of Owen Wilson saying the word "wow" in various different films, and you've got to tell me which one is Owen Wilson and which one is Chris Pratt.
Is there just one Chris Pratt in there?
There's just one Chris Pratt in there.
Okay.
And
okay.
I think there's 7.
Should I
in
just shout
total.
stop when I think it's Chris Pratt?
No, I'll give you number 1, and then we'll
Okay,
discuss, and then
Right.
we'll see what happens after that. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So here is number 1.
Wow.
Right. What are you thinking there? What are your thoughts?
That definitely had an Owen Wilson
An Owen Wilson
nasaliness
tinge.
about it. It sounds like it's coming from the back roof of his mouth, like wow.
Okay. Can we have the another one? The next one, producer Ben, please.
Wow.
What are you thinking there?
You know what I'm saying? Owen Wilson again.
That
Had a Midnight in Paris kind of feel about it.
that could actually be in Midnight in Paris.
Well, I do know the film very well.
yeah. You. Right. Okay. So, producer Ben, can we have the third one, please?
That's pretty good.
Okay, that should be a pretty straightforward one.
Wait, that wasn't a wow.
No, it was. It was at the start, and then it had like a little. That's pretty good at the end. That was a sick impression.
Can I hear that one again?
Yeah, can we hear that one again?
I mean, by the way, can I just point out that Ben's first name isn't producer. He's just the producer. He's not called Producer Ben.
Producer Ben. Well, we're not called DJ Theo and Adam. But...
That's pretty good.
I'm saying that's Owen Wilson.
Are you saying that's Owen Wilson? Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's move on to number 4, I believe. Producer Ben. No, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay. That needs to be explained.
I may or may not have thrown in a cat noise.
That sounded like a cat to me.
Do you think that? Well, now the game's called Wilson, Cat or Pratt. Go on. What do you think?
I was going to say a cat, even when I just thought the game was Wilson and Pratt. So.
I'm going to have to divulge that information. That was actually Owen Wilson in a genuine film. I promise you. I don't know what film though.
God, that's impressive.
It is impressive. Very good cat noise. I don't even know if he was saying wow at this point. Like he could have just literally.
To be fair, it might be that film where he plays a cat.
What film is that then?
Oh, I just made it up. Really.
Okay. Fair. So we'll continue this after the break. Was 17 by Mahalia. So. Producer Ben, I love saying that. I'm going to say it more often. Can we have number 5, please?
Wow.
Oh, now.
I think I might be ahead of myself in numbers.
How many have we got to go?
I want to say 2, but there might be 3.
That was a bit Pratty to me. That had a twinge of Pratt.
Had a twinge of Pratt. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll continue on to the next one.
Remember which one that was?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was.
He said wow.
I'm going to say number 5. Okay, number 6. I want to say it's number 6. I'm not too sure.
Wow.
That was a very quick one.
Okay, no, that was a bit more Pratty than the last one.
You think that was a bit
if
more
anything,
Pratty?
That was another degree of Pratt.
another texture of Pratt.
Well, yeah. What's that new film he's got out with Jennifer Lawrence?
Passengers.
Yeah, that sounded like that could have that kind of whole outer spacey kind of vibe about it. I'm going to change my So
you're changing your answer to
yeah.
number 6 if it is number 6. I've completely lost count at this point. Okay, can we have the next one, Producer Ben, please?
Wow. Flippers and all. Wow.
If the last one was another degree of Pratt, that's like the 1000th degree of Wilson. You could not be more Wilson than that.
I kind of want to hear that one again, actually.
Wow. Flippers and all. Wow.
That was the big nasty screaming Wilson of Wilsons.
Okay. The big nasty scream, not the castaway scream.
I feel like that reference might have potentially been lost.
I feel like that's a very 21st century reference. People who are born,
Adam is stuck in the 60s.
I'm stuck in the 60s and I'm still watching Castaway. So
okay, are we wowed out?
I think we might be wowed out.
I am wowed.
Your answer was number 6. Do you want to hear the one that was the correct one?
Yes.
Okay. Hit us with it, Ben.
Wow.
Hey, you got it right. Well done.
What can I say? I know my Pratt from my Wilson.
I mean.
Flippers and all. Wow.
Oh my god. There it is.
We've been struck.
The presence of the Wilson
We just
will
got,
never
we just
end.
got clotheslined by a Wilson.
A flying Wilson. Wilson!
Wilson out of nowhere.
Okay, so coming up, we have Father Father by J.